It's about issues. It's about us. VW Conversations. Usahang katungod, usahang kinahanglanon. Pag-iristorya ita ang kinahanglan ng pag-iristoryahan. VW Conversations.
Yes, good morning. Welcome to VW Conversations Wednesday edition. Today is a holiday, the Feast of the Immaculate Conception. So, nga tanan nga aton mga kabugtuan nga mga Katoliko, habugos nga Pilipinas, let us celebrate today. Di ba? Napaka-importante nga okasyon. Good morning, Eden.
Good morning, Manny. Pasensya kung di kita kasi maraming mga bagay na dapat i-update because of this rains, no?
Yes.
Una-una, mga kasangkayan, para itong mga nagbibiyahe, nasa rin itong road advisory from the Department of Public Works and Highways, Eastern Samar District Office, nga itong Junction Taft Road will be temporary or is temporarily closed to all motorists. Darahin possible occurrence of landslides. But actually, kangina may ada ta naging share nga post kangan MDRR MO Taft nga may ada na talaga timpag. No? May landslide na dyan sa Binaluan.
Yes.
So, unpassable na iton kalsada.
Okay, hirot kita ito natin mga travelers, mga biyahero, ano, especially di dahiton nga ruta, di dahiton Taft area. And take special precaution gihapon di daha San Julian nga dapit. Dara kay gin aaya din nga ton agsub pag area nga maglandslide. So hirot-hirot kita ito natin pagbiyahe.
Sige, kung di da mani, di ba, parang may ada hini mga ginbubuldos di da, may ada hini gingkakab-kab di da, nga atuna, whatever. So, saring pangani, extra careful.
Naman, kasi napaka-consistent ini nga oran, waray kapaguran, tigangan, alas 10 aga, kakulot, no? And talagang heavy rains talaga itong bilib talagang ibang klase. Oo, wala niya kapaguran. Anyway, yun nga, hirot-hirot kita. Damanit nasa rin nga Bahamas is real. Welcome
real.
To Bahamas.
Talaga.
Dinihaton dapit. And despite that, sige lagi hapon, nagpapadayon dito natin Surf in the City competition on its third day. Okay.
Today is Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
Everyone.
So, midweek holiday, di ba? So,
naman.
Hindi rin natin i-advise yung mamunak yan ang mga panahon. Para kay ura-ura ito uran. Isa nga ni siguro kung pagsasampayan, problema.
Ngayon, parang feeling ko mani, basta mauran, bisan pa nim isampay nga diriya pagtuturan dar kay mataghema
maihay tun pag ano yun,
maiha diri talaga nagmamara, tapos bisan nga nit buhok di nagmamara laro gulaw daw takay nalit kita kay imagine mo naman anong oras na rin nagkailaw.
Correct. So pag mata natin brown out na, pero salamat gihapon binalikan serbisyo elektrisidad din yaton dapit, although may areas nga waray man kawaray hin ano ini power interruption.
I was chatting with my friend Ninyo dito Barangay Kadian, Sitio Libon, Barangay Kadian, Oras. It is a barangay along the Oras River. Nag-chat kami kasi may danihag ginsad nga picture nga may ada na talaga naman dito baha, pero sarang panganin niya sus ATR naman kami. Yes. Pero pinakaana kaya may new light nasa lang niya may ada man nawara la kadali pero binalik. So ko panganin mas maupay pa kamo.
Yes, okay.
Pero at least meron na rin tayo. Thank you very much.
And of course, yung nga hirot-hirot kita ito na aton mga kabugtuan nga naman dito mga upstream barangays.
Welcome to naman awar pa kauli.
Dara kay Bahamas
no,
dito kay
may dito naman landslide nagtimpa Calikoan. At least possible na yan na kay gintrabaho ini kagabihan aton mga taga city engineering office, I think, na nakatuan rescue na everyone. So, yung CDR, yung Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office. Ito ang talagang magigibubudlawin ni Raya naman.
Oh, yes.
Rains, no?
Pero waray man natin seryosong say threat in typhoon. Hapag kaya na.
Ato nga, wala na maat.
Parang monsoon rains.
Meron siyang low pressure area outside PAR. Pero nasa ring maatan pag-asa nga.
Hindi siya threat.
Oo. Yung chances of it developing into something stronger in
Salamat.
ora-orahin kaguti.
Okay lang yan. Expected man talaga nga magiging mauuran kay amihan na.
Ngayon, may danira ba na sabi may lanina. Pero my God, maniat nga orang ka.
Oh yes, talagang
parang
super.
Walang katapusan.
Zero visibility yesterday. Pero yun nga, nagpapadayon lagi hapon. Ito natin surfing competition. Sir pa nga ninira. Hiara in Herite, so din nga klaseng weather. And yun, damo lagi hapon ito natin mga spectators, mga magkirita dito sa Boulevard, nagpapayong lahira, nagpaka-raincoat, pagpakita itong suporta ito natin mga athletes. 203 athletes participating this year. Okay. Ayaw lakitain pag full body shot, dara kay may mga sikreto din
kay kuan mo.
Majuranis,
si Pahani. Bituhit amon talagang Bahama, mama.
Bahamas. Okay, it's real.
Grabe.
So,
sobra talaga.
Palitaw, no? Okay. And happy birthday kan Dr. Maximo Bihar. Sa natin ng mga sangkay nga dentista. Happy birthday, Doc.
Birthday ngayon
yes, okay. Nga tanan yung mga nagse-celebrate ito your birthday siya na happy birthday. And we have invited today Sir Rupert Ambil, itong chairperson itong Surf in the City, and hopefully mabitbit niya Marjeline Didal.
Because this is small mabitbit.
Oo, guti man lang kasi Marjeline. And para itong mga diri nakilala ka, sino ba di nakilala ka Marjeline Didal? So yung pangalan ni Sir Rupert is very popular in NIA and would require siguruhin parang security para hindi mamob. Kasi iyan 7th placer didahan iyan naton official representative dito sa Tokyo Olympics han July, and she placed 7th. Okay.
But it was the debut of skateboarding sa Olympics.
So,
ibig sabihin na sa first time.
It's a very good showing para aton atleta. Dili nga event. In fact, nagdag na niya yung gold medal didahan 2019 Asian Games didahan na sabi nga sport. And very interesting idan nga inihiya is nag-interest talaga niya, siguro we'll find out later. Interest talaga niya itong pag-skateboard to the point na naban na hiya itong mga malls dito ha Cebu. Dara kay iirita na yan mga gwardya. Dara iton iya pag prenaktiso nito niya skateboard. But it led to a very good result, di ba? Naging official athlete natin niya, dida na sabi nga sport, dida magkalain-lain nga mga international competitions.
Okay. So, parang let's take lang a very short break. We will be back after some reminders.
Okay.
How to live happy and meaningful life. And here are my suggestions. Number 1 is self-acceptance. Accept yourself of who you are. Huwag mong hanapin ang sarili mo sa ibang mga tao. Sapagkat ikaw ay nilikha ng Diyos sa pambihira nga paraan. You are unique. Kaya self-acceptance is very important. Number 2 is self-knowledge. Dapat kilala mo ang iyong sarili. Alam mo ang iyong strength. Alam mo rin ang iyong makahinaan. Mayroong kasabihan sa Tagalog nga sinasabi na ang bawat isa ay mayroong kani-kanyang magandang katangian at mayroon ding kani-kanyang katangahan. Kaya Nobody is perfect. Yeah, we need to accept ourselves. Kilala natin ating sarili. We know how to maximize our strength, ang ating magandang katangian, at alam din natin i-manage ang ating mga kahinaan. Number 3 is think positive. Kung mayroong mga problema naman natin sa buhay, think positive. God allows it to happen to you, not to bring you down, but to make you strong. Yan ang thinking ng tao nga may positive nga pag-iisip. Number 4 is live simple life. Focus only on the essentials and reject what is not essentials. Number 5 is learn to sacrifice yourself for the sake of a higher value. Number 5, learn to sacrifice yourself for the sake of a higher value. Number 6 is allow the grace of God to work in you freely. And St. Paul gives us a very nice example. St. Paul says, "It is in my weakness that I become strong." Because when time comes nga ako mahina, I allow Christ to take over in me. At sabi niya, "It is not I anymore who lives in me, but Christ." Number 7 is prayer. A lot of kneeling will keep you in good standing. He who kneels before God can stand before anyone else. When you pray, don't give God the instructions. Just report for duty. We don't change God's message, but God's message changes us. So here are my suggestions how to live happy and meaningful life. Number 1 is self-acceptance. Number 2 is self-knowledge. Number 3, think positive. Number 4, live simple life. Number 5, learn to sacrifice yourself for the sake of a higher value, if not the highest. And number 6, allow the grace of God to work in you freely. And number 7 is prayer.
May ada mga kabataan, mga batanon, nga tinatabangan na itong kinabuhi. Damo aira, itong may ada na babarakan, unahadlukan. May ada naman na diri na nga nihin kabuhi. Tungod kay kaira pag-abat o pagtanaw, waray nakarawat una higugma haira. Usahay, ginbabasol pangari nira, an ira mga kaanak. Tungod hindamo nga mga problema, ganati ka nga hawan ira pamilya. Kapag katinuod, maupay itong kinabuhi. Waray mas mamaupay pa, kayhan kinabuhi. Kay kung mahiintindihan la, bisan pangani ang mga problema, mga kabarakan, mga ayat o mga challenges. Nakakabulig ini, base pakusgon, ang kasing-kasing, ang kadatagsa, o ang kinabuhi. An batanon nga nadiri o nga diri naagihin kakurian. Natitigurang nga maluya, malubay, oray kusog, ug diri nagiging malipayon. Sanglit ayaw igraot himbuot kung usahay naagi indamo nga mga pagsubok han imo kinabuhi. Lugod, pagpasalamat nga buhi ka.
Lilipas ang lahat sa mundong pansamantala, ang hapis at tuwa kapag dakay nawawala. Bukas darating din ang araw, di tayo masisilaw sa ginto't pilak na naagaw. Habang buhay nating kasama, araw ng may pag-asa, liwanag ng daigdig ang ngalan niya. Lilipas ang lahat sa mundong pansamantala, ang hapis at tuwa kapag dakay mawawala. Bukas darating din ang araw, di tayo masisilaw sa ginto't pilak na naaagaw. Habang buhay nating kasama, araw ng may pag-asa, liwanag ng daigdig ang ngalan niya. Kailanman.
Creation is a gift. It is a marvelous gift that God has given us.
Us to be His collaborators in the work of creation, redemption, and sanctification.
The earth is protesting for the wrong that we are doing to her. We have grown up thinking that we were her owner and dominators.
As Christians, we are responsible for maintaining and using wisely the gifts that God has bestowed.
We need to protect Mother Earth. Let us all be one in saving our common home.
I may be small, but I promise to use my voice for the protection of our forest.
Promise to help in my own little way in keeping our seas and rivers clean.
I promise to throw my garbage properly and to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
We support climate justice!
We support climate justice! We support climate justice!
Sa aking pagbisita sa mga palengke sa Borongan at Eastern Samar, nakita ko po na maraming pagkain ang nanggaling pa sa labas ng probinsya. Kahit saging at ilang gulay ay galing pa pala sa Mindanao. Mga karning baboy, manok at itlog na galing din sa ibang probinsya. Ang ibig sabihin ay kasalalay pa rin ang ating pagkain o basic need ng tao sa iba't ibang lugar. Mas makatulong po sa paglago ng ating ekonomiya kung tayo po mismo ang magtanim sa ating basic na mga pangailangan. Maaari po nating umpisahan sa maliit na paraan. Sinusulong ko po ang programa Produce Your Own Food program. Itanim po natin ang laman sa kanta na bahay kubo. Pag may tanim natin ito, kumpleto na po. 2 na lang kulang, bigas at asin. At maganda na tayo po ang nag-produce ng ating sariling pagkain sapagkat alam natin na walang chemicals at malinis. Hindi na binibili at sariwa. At sakali man, sana hindi mangyari na may sulit ang Eastern Samar because of landslides sa Lawaan area, then sa Buray to top sections. At marami pong tulay ang masira dahil po sa baha because of climate change. Mayroon pa rin tayong pagkain sa loob ng Eastern Samar. Kaya inaayahan ko po ang lahat na magtanim ng sariling pagkain. Produce your own food so that there will be faith in Eastern Samar. Faith, F-A-I-T-H. Food always in the home. Binigay ng Panginoon sa atin ang ating kapaligiran upang dito po magaling ang ating pagkain. Ang kailangan lang ay sipag, sakripisyo at tiyaga. Sabi sa Tagalog, ang taong mayroong tiyaga ay mayroong nilaga. Kaya magtanim tayo para mayroong food security ang bawat pamilya.
VW Conversations. It's about people. It's about issues. It's about us. VW Conversations. Usahang katungod, usahang kinahanglanon. Pag-iristorya ita ang kinahanglan pag-iristoryahan. VW Conversations.
Balik kita ang VW Conversations. Yan ang Wednesday, a holiday feast of the Immaculate Conception. So, we're waiting para ito at I also Conception Arteche
Patron
is
yan
patron.
Hayo patron.
Barangay Conception
Patron yan na
Arteche,
dito.
Happy Fiesta.
Makadto
Sugod
kita.
man gid ha, Dapdap Dolores. Barangay Dapdap Dolores, Happy Fiesta.
Makadto kita yan ha Conception.
Pwede
Baha yan I'm
Bahamas.
sure. Kasi
Okay.
nagsangkay ninyo taga Sitio Libon, Barangay Kadian, Oras Eastern Samar, nag-send akin picture, Baha 101. Nasa na ano mang kumusta? Sige, ate ara na kami. Di ba?
Yan yung tinatawag,
Learning
resilience.
Learning to live with it. Parang nahinunugan naman kita hinmanihin nga pagtaga COVID, di ba? Inanasa rin nga, ultimately we have to learn to live with the virus.
Okay.
At siya nga kinanglan magpa-bakuna.
And also, happy birthday kan Vice Mayor Everdone.
Roland. Vice Mayor Manu Roland.
Yes, the
Everdone.
senior. Okay, so happy birthday, sir. Stay safe and stay healthy. More birthdays to come.
Iba lang naman ang nag-greet.
Oo naman, ibang klase.
Talaga nulukray.
No less than VP Lenny, nag-greet harahay. Okay, happy birthday, sir. More birthdays to come. And again, nga tanan mga sasaninuro gito niya birthday.
Yes.
Okay, yes. Okay, so we received information na diri makakakanhiya na Marjeline Didal, pero buwas iton episode
You call her
DW
Margie.
Congress. Margie lang.
Margie.
Yan.
That's
Saka
her
parang
name.
nakukonfuse sa Heidelin, Marjeline.
Oh,
di ba?
kaya nga
Parang
Margie
puro
naman.
may mga lin.
Dapat kuha na rin Margie nga ni Heidi.
Heidi, oh.
Diba? But we will be having Rupert today.
Rupert
diba?
today. Sir
He will be
Rupert,
coming.
yung chairman ng Surf in the City. Damo kasi tat mga pakiana di ba?
Uy,
Para bang
ngan bisa uuura na.
Oo,
Padayon
diba?
na ang action.
Yes, and this will go until Sunday. Itong 6:30 p.m. it will be the closing ceremonies and awarding para ito natin mga winners para hininga first leg ito National Surfing Competition 2021.
Yes.
Okay, so first leg pala yun and they expect to have two more legs which will be held in a different area naman.
Oo,
Okay,
parang
pero-
I think somewhere in Luzon.
or in Siargao,
Or
perhaps.
siguro Luzon and then
Siargao will
Siargao
be
for
the final leg.
Mindanao
Oo.
and then
dito
Eden,
naman
kasi
sa
we started
Visayas.
here.
Oo.
Parang yung tour ay maglilibot hiton Pilipinas.
Yes, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao.
Oo,
Okay,
diba?
so tabayanan lang.
Ito ra pinanahagkutan.
Ano pa,
Kay
diba?
giurani man.
Bisa pa mga ni kita
O eto man before that na-approve na ang bill nga magkikinahanglan na for sa bagay I think it is not applicable to you but it applies to us ini nga mga users in mga prepaid cards yung mga SIM cards kasi di ba pwede kita yan na palit palit dito. Gisasayo ni iton aton pagpalit. Ilabi nangin may danim igi-stock. And you don't
Ganon.
want him to know.
SIM cards. Okay.
SIM cards, no? So, yan na, at the, iton balaod has been approved and I think na-approve na ini dito sa Senate nga habag kaya na mapalit ka nga ni waray pa inihirap because it will still be posted, no? Ma-register ka na. They will get your ID with your picture kasi ang katuyuanan ini di ba itong ginagamit ini
Yes.
mga cellphone mga extortion, criminal
Yes,
activities.
oo.
Anto tigman nga
Harassment.
haros kita lang ay andin iton diri necessary nga nag-register hiton SIM cards kasi dito hiton iba nga nasod napalit nga ni hirahin na SIM card
Yes.
gina-register ngan kunti uli na hira for instance the coming home for good igsusurrender nin iton
Ano mo?
imo SIM card.
Okay, so ang mangyayari ngayon, if I change SIM card with the ones that I'm using now, I need to register that. And dapat, what if kung halimbawa nawala yung cellphone mo, so included na dun yung SIM card. So,
Pwede naman
you
yan
get a
na
new,
pwede ka naman yan na you get the same number.
the same
you can
number.
get the same number.
Okay.
So
parang, pero this time i-register na talaga under your name.
Before ka pagbalidjaan. So maaro talaga itong ID. Actually, may ada naman nasa.
That's good. Kasi at least you can track down kung sino man yung nag-aharas sa'yo, di ba?
Oo.
Siyempre, mga unknown numbers and they can only get as many SIM cards as they wish para magpadayon lagi itong harassment.
So kung may nagrereklamo, they would know. Kasi
Yes.
parang iton for instance, iton sa nga telco, di ba? Hira iton, they will keep track of who bought yung mga SIM
Yes,
cards. No?
oo.
And then, every 6 months, mag-update hira nga hiton atong DICT. They will submit hiton mga listener. Hira hinon mga bago nga pinalit.
True.
Hin mga SIM
Yeah,
cards.
that's good news.
Oo, maupay-upay ini kasi, di ba ginagamit ito pag pinangubat, ginada mo ito nadadali,
True.
di ba bisan lang itong text, tap ilabi pa yun ang atarabot at eleksyon.
Ano pa, di ba? Ang dami
Mga
niyan. Mga
pakarakot,
trolls, mga
oo.
ano, magbubuhatan. Ako, actually, di nga mara magtanggal itak SIM card kasi you need a specialized needle to remove that.
Ay, ilinabog.
Linabog ko na. So, parang hindi ako pwedeng basta-basta makakapagbaliw itong SIM card. Okay.
Let's take a very short break. When
Short
we
break lang.
return, we will have
Mr. Rupert and Bill.
with us.
Okay.
Kung problema mo kapaso it panahon, magtanom ka hindamo nga mga kahoy. Kung problema mo dagko nga mga baha, magtanom ka hindamo nga mga kahoy. Kung karuyag mo kumaon it mga prutas, magtanom ka it mga kahoy. Kung karuyag mo maaliw sa mga awit han mga katamsihan, magtanom ka it damo nga mga kahoy. Kung karuyag mo hin maupay nga kinabuhi, magtanom ka hindamo nga mga kahoy. Ibalik naton ang normal nga dalagan it panahon, inaagi na aton pagtanom it mga kahoy. Ini po ani Obispo Bishop Crispin Vargas, the Bishop of the Diocese of Borongan.
Hadto anay, damo an isda ang mga salog ug kadagatan. Malugsong kala ang mga sapa, makakapanikop ka na hin mga urang. Makadto kala ang mga kabakudlan, makakapanmurot ka na hin mga sihi, mga puruton, nga makakalibre hin panurasura ani mo pamilya. Yan na, waray na hini. Waray na panhinabot hini ang mga kabataan niya na. Harayo na iton mga kaisdaan. Susut na. Talagsa nala iton mga puruton haaton mga kabakudlan. Kay ano nga nasugad hini? Ang pangisda nga naagamit niya ng ita. O kundi man, ang pangisda nga nagamit in mga hilo ug mga chemicals. Ito mga pesticides sa mga nga nalanay di ka nga mga uma. Nagtuhan mga salog ug kadagatan. Asya ini, ito nakakapuuhan kinabuhi ang mga sapa, ang mga salog ug kadagatan. May babalik pa ba ang kinabuhi ha katubigan? Bangin pwede ba? Kung kita mag-uurusa ng pag-ataman han atong kalibungan.
DW Conversations. It's about people. It's about issues. It's about us. DW Conversations. Usahang katungod, usahang kinahanglanon. Pag-iristorya ita ang kinahanglan ng pag-iristorya. DW Conversations.
Balik kita ang VW Conversations on a Wednesday, and we have with us no less than the man of the hour para ito natin Surf in the City, no less than the chairman ng Surf in the City Borongan, and we're having our national surfing competition 2021 nagtikang 3 days ago and will last until Sunday. So good morning, Sir Rupert.
Good morning, Sir Manny. Good morning po, Mana Eden.
Good morning and thank you
Di pa
very
po ba
much.
kayo nagsasawa sa akin?
Ay, naku, hindi po.
Ang daming bago eh.
Dami.
Oo, diba? Ang daming bago.
Parang ang daming.
Hanggang afternoon po ba tayo?
Pwede rin, no, di ba? So, first, congratulations para sa pagbabalik ng Surf in the City after being walang activity last year.
For 1 year.
For 1 year.
Diba?
So,
Nahulog tayo for 1 year because of the pandemic.
So, unang question ko, Sir Rupert, what were the preparations na parang naging prophetic na para bang nakita nyo this year it's going to be safe to hold this national surfing competition despite I'm sure months pa before ang preparations, and wala bang pag-atubili or hesitation on the part of the surfers na pumunta rito and all those things. And on the part sa Borongan, gaano kayo ka-assured na safe dito?
Actually, unahin ko lang yung sa congratulations mo, Sir Manny. Congratulations po para sa ating lahat yan.
Yes.
City of Borongan, saka Boronganons. Kasi po yung sinabi niyong the 2-year break from the tour, we made it a point that we jumpstart the tour and to provide that hope na hinahanap ng athletes natin. Kasi hindi lang para sa atin, but also for the whole surfing community. So the tour stopped in Borongan, the tour will start in Borongan. Doon po sa preparations, napakahaba po ng preparations. In terms of the competition, preparing for the competition itself, technically, madali po ang competition. In a pandemic setting, sabi nga po ng PSCT, our partner, I think this will be the template in organizing other legs in other places. Na it's good that Borongan took the lead because they consider us as the best organizer in terms of holding the tour or hosting the tour here. Yung pong preparations namin, really, between the technical, the group and the city host and the PSCT, matagal po kami nagba-back and forth how to make this happen. Kasi in 2019, kaya rin po kami na-inspire na gumawa nitong yung pag-kickstart ng tour natin, is that we sent national athletes to El Salvador to compete in the World Surfing Games.
Okay.
Also, in other countries, they started their tours already. Except po sa atin. Pero kung mapapansin nyo, since the start of the lockdown, the pandemic, surfing, hindi siya pinagbawalan eh. Diba? Because it's a non-contact sport.
Contact sport. Layo ng gap between surfers.
Opo. Kaya po kami kaya rin namin naisip, based on the National Task Force guidelines and based on our own task force guidelines and the support of all of the offices involved, sinigurado po natin na we hold the call na safe po ang athletes, safe ang organizer, safe po ang ating community, which is Borongan. There are safeguards in place. One thing na notable po, na magandang storya, is that the only thing that the athletes need to compete in this tour, in this part of the leg, is that they have to be fully vaccinated. Alam niyo po yung stand ng city by saying na athletes should be fully vaccinated or else they cannot compete. Nagpabakuna po yung mga athletes.
Wow.
Hindi po ba parang...
Sobrang interested talaga sila. Itching to, compete na talaga.
Ayaw mo pabakuna. Hindi sila makapag-compete. O di na, in our own way...
Nakatulong tayo.
Opo, in our own way, we also boosted the government program of vaccination.
Yes. And we have how many competitors now, Rupert?
Ako.
As compared to yung 2019 when we...
Pinagandaan ko po ito dahil kayo po ang pinakamahihirap magtanong. Ito po, noong 2019, sa men's shortboard, we had 47. In 2021, we have 112.
Wow.
Sa men's longboard, in 2019, we had 27. In 2021, we had 65. That's a 140% increase. Sa women's shortboard, 15. 2021, 23, 53% increase. Women's longboard, 2019, 10. 2021, 20, 100% increase.
Wow. Talagang sabi pa nga, di ba? All in all, in general, doubled yung ating participating athletes this year, di ba? So,
yan po maganda na so may data po tayo or can really show na it's an improvement of last year.
Precisely. And sa next year, we are looking at more and more of
Saka ito po maganda, itong tour na to, I think the pandemic also taught everybody or the search spot to come together sa community and help each other. Kasi ngayon may mga parang teams na eh. Dati they go to the tour, hindi ka po sa atin, as individuals, as, di ba, as athletes. Ngayon, may nakikita na kami. Team Baguer, Team Ganusa. So nag-screening sila before they sent guys here.
Pinili talaga nila yung
yung sa Ganusa nga, nagpa-competition pa. Wow. So the Baguer held a meeting with all of the stakeholders. Kasi para po siguro naisip din ng community, if individuals approach us ng kanya-kanya, why not create a team and support the team for the sponsor? So the
Oo.
LGU sponsor the team,
Yes.
private individual. So ano po, nag-evolve.
Yes.
May mga coaches na rin po sila ngayon.
So eto ha, yung Eastern Summer, yung Borongan leg of the tour, hindi lang ito dumami yung participants natin, pero
Mas
eto
naging,
quality ha. Kasi
competitive.
sabi ko nga, pinipili na talaga nila.
Saka actually magagaling na, maraming magagaling. Marami pong magagaling.
Okay.
Eto may mga coaches na.
Yes.
May support staff na po sila.
Saka mas maganda yun, easier for them to get sponsors.
Yes.
No?
Pero meron pa rin pong pumupunta sa individual athletes. Hindi
Pero
po-
okay lang naman.
Opo,
Yun.
okay lang yun. It's just,
It's
it's
open.
very significant na the surfing communities are coming together in their own way. Na pagpupunta sa isang lugar, they represent their town or their province or their region. You know, kung gusto natin. Kaya we have 6 regions from all over the Philippines.
And kumusta naman? Kasi the past 2 days talagang very heavy ang rains. Kumusta naman ito natong mga surfers?
Okay naman. Actually, the rains only hampered the event in the last hour of the heats yesterday because of the floodwaters.
Okay.
Lumabas na.
Malakas na yung current.
Oo.
So, okay lang naman kasi we're still on track, on schedule. A bit sunny compared to yesterday.
Yeah, mas maliwanag ngayon yung paligid, diba? Parang much better ang weather this time.
At saka mas better ba yung yung condition ng natin
Alam mo,
waves?
nakaswerte po tayo. Na ang ganda ng condition natin, ng waves all throughout the competition.
Talaga?
Opo, very challenging, maganda for all of the divisions.
Kasi alam mo siguro, Rupert, I think there's one thing na, kasi kung nababasa mo yung mga comments dun sa mga sa live stream natin sa hindi naman malaki yung mga waves diyan. Bakit hindi kayo pumunta dito sa ganitong lugar na to?
True.
So I mean hindi naman yan siguro sa kalakihan lang ng mga waves, di ba? So paano nga ito? Kasi ikaw ang surfer dito sa atin.
True, kasi parang in-expect natin Hawaii 5 na waves. Talagang.
Actually po, ano yan, it's common misconception that you need big waves to run a competition. Actually, when you watch the international surfing games or any surf event, sometimes the waves are much, much smaller than bye-bye. Yun ang challenge po sa sport na yan. If you're a good surfer, you can surf in any condition. That's why the leg is hopping from one place to another because there are other conditions. Kasi pag nasa abroad sila, hindi mo pwede maghintay ng malaking alon or magandang alon. You compete in the set or wave that's given to you. Parang buhay lang, kung anong binigay sa'yo, di yun ang sakyan mo.
Because you can't do anything sa waves, no? Diba?
Wala kang control over that. Anyway, so there are bigger, brighter things ahead. Aside from surfing, and this was revealed during the opening. So magiging Surf City Borongan Festival siya in the years to come.
Okay, ngayon festival na
Yeah,
rin.
festival na rin siya
May
in
side
itself, diba?
events tayo.
Yeah, may beach football and all those things. So, excited kami para sa upcoming events. What are these, sir?
Meron tayong, actually, we call it a festival because we want to ensure also the rest of the sports groups here in Borongan, especially the boarding community, to participate. Ano lang naman po, sinasabi ko parate, the event surfing itself is just a hope for people to come. But we really want to share the publicity and awareness that we're getting because it's not just surfing, it's Borongan. But surfing will help us raise awareness where we are here in the Philippines, where we are here as a Boronganons. So ito po, may mga side events tayo and we're also developing their sports to hold national competitions.
Wow.
So we have skimboarding, we have skateboarding, we have beach football. Baka madadagdagan din po yan eventually. So isa po sa mga project na gagawin din ng city is to expand the opportunities for us to get people to talk about Borongan. Kasi ngayon po, buong Pilipinas, hindi usap ng Borongan. Eh, sabi ko nga po, itong hope na malapit na mag-Christmas, eh, maiba naman ang news na napapanood or napabalita. So ngayon, we're hosting the athletes to provide them hope na in the span of 2 years of anxiety, of despair, of sickness, we can see our kids now playing at Baybay ng iba't ibang lugar. Tapos dugtungan ko lang po yung number of athletes. You know why we're proud that we're hosting the nationals? If we don't have to spend money for our athletes to participate. So more Estejanons, more Boronganos can play here, compete here without spending.
True.
Na nasa sarili mong court yung ano. So ngayon, it's up to them to succeed. Kasi ito pong mga ginagawa natin. Sorry, wala pong opportunities na no time namin. Opportunities the time before us. So, makikita natin yung opportunity to give to the kids because we want them to be athletes, especially student athletes.
Yes.
Pag-aaral. That's ba, na-sidetrack ako. Pero, ang good news po, because of the festival, because of the 2 years that been Borongan, all of us has been working for the improvement of awareness in our place. Ito pong Surf City ay nakapag-imbita ng Olympian skateboarder, si Marjeline Vidal.
Yes.
Marjeline will be here with us tomorrow.
So, si Marjeline now is looking into yung possible assistance sa ating mga skateboarders.
Opo.
Kasi mayroon tayong mga skateboarders na nandito lang sa may kalsada.
Oo.
Yung
Nakikita
hindi masyadong dinadaan.
Ano rin ang
kalsada.
plano ng city government for them?
Actually po, before the pandemic, sinuggest ko na po yung skate park. And it was approved already. Kaso nga po, di ba, the pandemic started. So we had to revisit the priorities. Pero when we started talking about Surf City, actually last year pa po, na-budget na rin po. Every year naka-budget ang skate park. So I waited for this opportunity to invite as an Olympian to design our skate park.
Wow.
Marjeline Vidal agreed to design the skate park for Borongan.
So, saan to malolocate, sir?
Sa Baybay Boulevard.
Boulevard din.
Ang ganda talaga. Sa
Yes.
the boulevard, we have a basketball court.
Yes,
Soon we will have
Yung skate park.
Skate park.
Ang target po natin sa Baybay is that this will be our recreation center, sports and recreation center. Kasi po, kung if we improve our facilities for visitors, we improve the facilities for us. Tayo rin naman po ang parating gumagamit ng Baybay.
Naman.
So if we make Baybay beautiful, we make it accessible to all of the Boronganos, we make it accessible to visitors. So that will be the highlight of our city. Yung pag pumunta po sila dito,
Pupunta sila sa boulevard.
they can eat there,
Yes.
can play there, can swim there.
Muni-muni ka dyan.
Yes.
Tapos papartneran po natin ang National Comp. So meron tayong December na tayo na National Comp for surfing. Ang target po natin, the skate park is constructed by next year, hopefully by April, that's the ribbon cutting. Ang target po natin, birthday ni Margie, April 19.
So, babalik si Margie.
At saka, maganda panahon yan dito. Kasi
summer.
Kasi siya daw po will make sure sa mga usapan po ng city officials, pag-uusap po namin, she'll make sure that she'll bring a national competition or even an international competition here.
Oo naman dapat kasi Rupert, she is a Boronganon already.
Adopted daughter ng Borongan.
She is a Boronganon.
So this is something na very good news para sa ating mga local skateboarders kasi meron na silang specific place to practice.
Kung saan-saan lang sila.
Yes, so kapag may dadaan na sasakyan, tatabi sila. Yung less din ng risk para sa sport na to if they have a specific place like a skateboard park na may tatayo.
Saka inspiring po yung kwento niya kasi before she learned skateboarding by mopping the floors of a skate park. Siya naglilinis ng skate park. Nakikihiram lang siya ng board.
Kasi medyo mahal ang board, di ba?
Hindi naman po, mas mura siya pero she came from a family that's not well off.
At saka I read
at so ibig sabihin may pag-asa
Opo.
yung mga kabataan natin,
From a kid picking up bottles
naman,
cleaning, determination, yan po ang
magandang inspirasyon ito sa mga kabataan natin.
Saka ano po ano na siya, if you want to take up skateboarding for recreation, that's good. But if you want to take up skateboarding, if you want to be an athlete, you can be an Olympian. Or you can be a Southeast Asian Games
champion, gold medalist.
Kasi imagine mo si Marjeline, nag-compete siya. It was the debut of skateboarding sa Olympics, di ba?
Even surfing.
Well,
surfing is an Olympic sport.
Yun naman.
Pareho nag-debut ng
sa Tokyo. No? How we wish no sa next Olympic Games, merong taga dito sa atin.
Masarap po mangarap, kaya binibigyan natin sila ng pagkakataon na matupad yung pangarap.
And Rupert, we saw yung wakeboarding din.
Sa Kamada River.
Para mabigyan naman ng bagong yung kaya Kamada.
Yung ano po natin kasi dyan, what the city wants to do at when you enter Borongan, you want to see something nice. So we are driving from the south side. When you enter, there's a wakeboarding facility, cable wakeboard.
Cable operated na.
Cable na siya.
So parang anybody can try that, di ba? Parang kahit malay mo, yan yung sport mo na madi-discover mo later on, di ba?
Saka ano po yan yung lugar natin dyan sa border sa Kamada, that will be the tourist information center. So when you come in, you park, dyan kung sign in. So marami po tayong naisip na campaign. First time visitor, you're free to use the wakeboarding facility. Parang ganyan po. Tapos jump off point din papunta sa mga upstream barangays because you have the road there. You can bike.
Yes.
And bike po from the parking to there. The city project next year will involve the mobility project of Boronganos. Magkakaroon ng bus stop po doon. Yung libreng sakay.
Yung natin, yung libreng sakay.
Libreng sakay.
That's it. So
paano tong facilities for Boronganos? Pwede ba silang makagamit?
Opo. Ang target po natin, first, sabi ko nga po parati, all of the things that we're doing, we want the Boronganos to be the ambassadors of what we're doing. Kaya ma-experience po nila.
True.
Huwag na po natin hintayin na may mga bisita pa tayo magsabi kung anong meron tayo dito. Pag nabuo po natin itong mga project na to, dapat po na ang Boronganon mag-promote ang ating mga ginagawa.
Yes.
Eto, balik tayo, Rupert, no? We have more Estehanons who are competing also, no?
Yes.
Ilang days pa lang sa surf competition natin, nagtitingin-tingin ka. Kasi halos 2 years walang mga major competitions, diba? So they spent most of the time almost perfecting, yung practicing nila. Yung nila, performance? Are they better than they were in 2019?
Opo, they're better. Saka we have more kids that join the competition who we see can be our future in terms of representing us as surf athletes.
How we wish, no?
Dapat lang kasi the resources available parang within reach talaga ng everybody, di ba? So parang now is really the time na mag-concentrate sila, mag-focus sila sa sport na to if they really want to succeed.
How about yung dito sa atin? Do we have more as compared to 2019?
Yes, we have more. I think we have 100% more pangatingin ko po.
At mga bata, are they getting younger? Yung mga surfers
yes,
natin?
they're getting younger, actually.
Marami na tayong babae.
Unfortunately, parang 3 lang nakita kong batang babae. But we want to encourage more kids. That's why may mga individual supporters po yan. Actually, yung wife ko nagsusupport dun sa isang athlete na babae. Ay 3 yata, kasi mga babae siya nag-support. So we have marami po dito sa Borongan. Hindi kang nababanggit, pero they keep supporting the athletes. Shirts, wax, pagkain.
Okay.
Marami po. Even the restaurants here, yung mga kaibigan. Marami yan nagsusupport sa mga bata.
Maganda yun.
Pero yun po, ang pinag-usapan rin namin kagabi, we met with Margie, with the Vice Mayor and the councilors. Dapat ang next step, kasi we're always being held up high because of our organizing. Hanggang doon na lang ba tayo, magaling tayong host and organizer. Dapat, ang target na next, kasi kaya na natin mag-organize ng magandang event, mag-host ng magandang event. Ang target is 3 years for our athletes to win.
True.
Diba?
So, yung ibig sabihin,
may sports development program
at saka
na dapat.
yung support sana, hindi lang ibibigay sa ating mga surfers ngayon during competition, but yung training nila, yung buong taon kasi, di ba, no-notice mo yun, sa lahat ng athletes natin, no, mag-training lang yan, 2-3 weeks before mga competitions. This is true even sa mga school-based na mga sports competitions, di ba?
Kung kailan lang mag-squaa, saka 1 week before that, saka lang may training, di ba?
So we want to develop a youth sports program for athletes.
Yung totoo.
Opo, na actually, kaya rin natin kailangan tutukan yan. Our athletes can train because they have to feed themselves. Hindi naman rin po galing sa mga well-off na families, right? So we have to find a way to support our athletes by at least they get 3 meals a day. Kasi physical development, you have to nourish yourself. Also, we have to make sure that they study. Study po pinaka-importante. Kasi if you're not a student athlete, ayaw po natin yun. Kasi you're not, when you grow old, you can be an athlete all, di ba? So you have to have a backup plan.
Tsaka isa pa nito, di ba, Mayor Agda said na if ever meron tayong mga athletes who will emerge na magaling talaga, continuous ang support, joining national or even international competitions na bibigyan ng full support in terms of logistics and all those things na assured na.
Yun ang something, no?
Yes.
Makakapagpadala ba tayo ng ating mga athletes sa mga at least regional or national
Or may
competitions
pumasok ngayon
they won't have to worry about
for the
expenses.
second leg, may support na yung LGU.
Sigurado na po yan. Kasi yung national athlete, yung tour, even if you don't make it this leg, you can still join the next leg. Kasi cumulative po yung points eh.
Oo nga. Ilang ano to, Rupert, sa isang taon?
3?
Dati po, Borongan, Giwan, Baler, Siargao, Gaon yun, Kabugao, Ilocos Norte. 5 po.
5 legs.
5 sa isang taon.
Oo. Yun ang ideal. Pero meron po tayong mga spots that would like to host a tour, like San Vicente, Palawan. Baler also wants to bring back the PSCT there. So if you join all of those legs and you gather enough points, kahit hindi ka nanalo sa isang leg, nanalo ka sa isa, may mga point system eh. Mayroon kang chance maging national athlete. And when you're a national athlete, you get paid by the government.
At saka, paano tayo makakapagpadala ng surfer to the Olympics? Paano yung mga qualifying?
Yun ang mga gastos po. Kasi you have to, also parang legs din po yan in each part of the country. So may parang Southeast Asian leg. Kailangan you have to bring our surfers there. Diba? Kung saan man yan, you have to spend for them.
Pero yung mga surfers na yun, they will be coming from the tour.
Yes. Kung sino ang top surfers, yun ang magiging representative natin.
Pinakamataas ang points na accumulated dyan.
Where do they get their support? PSCT or the national government?
National government, PSC. But it's always good to know that even NDP Sports Foundation, other foundations, individual sponsors, they support the athletes going abroad.
At saka tayo maganda rin because marami na rin yung sumusuporta dito sa Surf in the City natin, di ba?
Actually, this is the year na marami po tayong corporate sponsors. Sila na po talaga nagkusang tumulong sa atin. Yun yung mga ating, even the provincial government is committed to support the program. Yung ano po natin, mga sangguniang panglungsod, ang vice mayor, everyone is really rooting for us to make this event successful.
O kasi tingnan mo nga naman, the difference that it makes, no? After almost 2 years na wala tayong activity, now here comes the national competition, ang dami ng tao. So, nakakaiba rin ng, alam mo, feeling na, sabi mo nga kanina, it's giving hope, not only to the athletes, pero sa lahat.
Community,
no?
yes.
Yun ang napaka-importante.
It's not just the sport, pero holistic din ang ang effect to the whole community, sa economy, and yung tourism, and all those things.
Ubus nga po ang barbecue natin sa Baybay.
Yun nga, di ba?
At saka nag-o-open yata sila kahit araw, di ba?
Yes.
So imagine mo yung...
So yung secondary po na natin, na target, we boost the economic activity in Borongan. The hotels, right?
Yeah.
Even the houses, who lend their houses.
Yes, merong mga
So we have mga nag-homestay.
Homes.
Maganda yun.
Siyempre po yung mga medyo sikat na athletes, may sponsors, can stay at hotels. Yung mga nag-uumpisa, di ba? Homestay po yan. Para tipid, na yan, galing yan.
Ang ganun pala yun yung mga athletes na may nag-sponsor sa kanila for their stay.
Yes.
So, ganun talaga.
So their sponsors in their locality, they propose a budget. This is what we need for hotel, for food, for travel.
At saka we are already attracting etong mga sikat na mga surfers.
Opo. Kasi wala silang choice kundi magpunta or else. Kasi ang target po nila maging national athlete. If you're a national athlete, you get paid around 35,000-40,000 a month. 2 years na po hindi nagbago ang ang national athlete. Kasi walang tour.
Oo.
Wala pong tour. So the national athletes right now, are national athletes for 2 years. So ang determination po ng makita kung sinong next set of top athletes will be the national athletes.
Oh, so yun talagang hinahabol.
Opo. Pero mataas din po ang prize money natin.
Oh.
How much is the...
So for the short board, men's short board, it's 50,000 for the first prize. Second place is around 30,000. Mas marami pong third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh.
Okay.
Ganun po.
Enough na rin reason
Oo
para
naman,
pumunta
mag-join.
dito.
Tsaka masayang Pasko pag nanalo ka.
At saka, the opportunity to travel ba? Kasi nakatenga ka dun sa lugar mo for almost 2 years.
2
Walang
years.
nangyayari
It's
sa'yo.
an opportunity.
No? So,
Kaya nga sana aton mga athletes na competing yan na hininga Surf in the City, talagang sana may pumasok. No?
I was even watching ngayon sa YouTube yung preparations ng Team Siargao before they came, no? Kuwan talaga.
Siniseryoso.
Oo, siniseryoso talaga yung mga preparations.
Alam niyo po ba, tinignan namin kanina yung standings. Yung 41 competitors ng Siargao, wala pang natatanggal kahit isa.
Wow.
So, ibig sabihin, Rupert, siguro dyan sa almost 2 years na talagang practice lang talaga sila.
Saka, it's also their, they have that, the international coaches are there. Right? They have a sports program, they do yoga, jiu-jitsu, weightlifting.
Sana dito, papunta na rin tayo. Ang Borongan naman, Rupert, siguro papunta na tayo.
Opo, papunta na tayo.
Yan din maganda when athletes coming from different places, nakikita ng mga local athletes natin kung ano yung pinagdadaanan nila. That could serve as an inspiration on what to do next, di ba? Parang you learn from them.
Saka our athletes here, when we expose them to the national competition, nagbabago ang perspective dapat. Kasi when you're exposed to other athletes who are really serious, they wake up 4:30 a.m., they're at Baybay practicing every day. Diba, gugulat ka naman, nagtiga dito ka, you should be... Dapat ka, mas mauna ka pa eh.
True.
Kasi taga dito ka.
I was telling them a story about our 2 national athletes who stayed at the house the previous tour. Si J.R. Esquivel at si Roger Casugay. Hindi ko sila nakita uminom.
Disiplina talaga.
Uminom lang si Roger and natalo na siya. They sleep early and they eat very well. Gulay, vegetables, fruits.
So, eto, pagkondisyon at saka disiplina talaga yung napaka-important.
Yun po, disiplinado ako, Boronganon. So, may embody po natin ang ating campaign na, diba, na hindi lang po sa gantong bagay, sa araw-araw na buhay.
At saka, ako, sana more and more Boronganons and Estehanons, yung makaintindi na tayo paano nilalaro. Surfing na yan, kung paano nilalaro. Ang daming,
marami po nagpapaturo
Oo.
Recently, in the past few months, dumami po ang nagpaturo.
Tayo na lang talaga hindi
Kayo na lang po hinihintay.
Hindi, marunong lumangoy eh. Mahirap na.
Yeah.
Mahirap na. Kasi marunong lumangoy.
So, we have our surf instructors are accredited already.
Oo, nga, di ba? Meron ng
magaling yung instructors natin.
Accredited instructor, PWD pa man din siya.
First yan.
First.
Robert, yung mga judges natin,
Accredited din po lang.
yung mga judges natin dito sa competition ngayon, mga taga saan ito?
From all of the towns din po. But they are all part of the PSCT. And they are accredited ISA judges. So wala pong judge dyan na hindi accredited. But Borongan has 7.
Ooh, meron pala.
7 po.
So they can be invited dun sa...
Yes, 7. So during the pandemic, isa po sa pinaghandaan ng organization is really to strive to prepare, to host better, and officiate better. We underwent international training for surf judging by the association who handles the Olympics for surfing.
Wow.
So if ever magkaroon po ng Olympics or SEA Games or ISA na requirement for us to participate, to become technical officials, they can get us.
Robert, dito sa mga surfers natin sa Eastern Samar, sa Borongan, may nakikita ba tayong someone who can break sa national.
Marami po, actually. Marami potential sa atin. But yun nga po sinasabi ko. They can't be surfers all the time. Because they have to earn,
Yes.
di ba, on a daily basis.
Yes.
Some of our kids, even though they're kids, they have to work. Because kailangan pa ng pera ng family. Some of the kids, alam niyo naman po, di ba, studying, tapos at the same time, helping at home.
So ito ang kailangan talaga, support sa kanila.
Kasi po yung mga ibang athletes that have sponsors, that meron sila talagang tumutulong na individuals, kahit hindi po NGO, yung mga individuals. What they do with their athletes is they force them to train.
Okay.
Off-season, you do weightlifting, you do your flexibility. But you don't need to work. Ang work mo yung sport. Kumbaga, you prepare yourself for the competition.
So siguro this is also the time na mananawagan tayo doon sa mga individuals there who are willing to sponsor yung mga batang to.
Yes.
Diba? Para at least yung kahit konting support lang para hindi na sila ma-force na magtrabaho, just focus on the sport if you really see the potential ng mga batang to. Para mas ma-encourage pa sila, mas gumaling pa sila, and ma-develop as athletes.
Instead of yung magbibigay ka ng incentive. Pag nanalo, magbibigay ako ng why not
mas
give
maganda yung
support during the training, di ba?
Actually po, yung just, you'll be surprised at how many of our kids hindi kumakain ng breakfast. Kaya po medyo stunted ang growth. Kaya yun nga po one breakfast at a time. Diba? Makapagpa-breakfast ka lang ng isang bata. For the whole year, kahit isang bata lang.
Oo, tama.
Ganun na, you don't need so much. Yung damit po,
wala naman.
hindi po kailangan yan. Ang kailangan nila, nutrition. Ang kailangan nila, mentoring. Ang kailangan nila, mag-aral. Mag-aral, maging athlete.
Sir, for those who are interested na to go into surfing, meron ba tayong mga available na resources like surfboard, pwede pahiramin, and all those things, or free tutorial para sa mga interesada? Saan sila pupunta?
Every so often po, the organization and yung city, I'd like to thank the city for always supporting the drive, the organization and surfing community. They donated surfboards. They helped in getting the accreditation of our surf instructors. So every so often, as the organization pays back the city by creating this free lesson campaign for people to get interested to learn how to surf. Pero meron po tayong available dyan 7 days a week sa Baybay na surf instructors and surfboards.
Diyan lang sila doon sa surf in the city na.
Kaya rin po significant yung tower natin. Dati, hanapin mo pa. Ngayon, you want to learn to surf, punta ka lang sa surf tower.
Okay.
Parang na po natin siya sa store. Right? If you want to buy something, you want to buy groceries, punta ka sa mga groceries. But if you want to surf, you go to the surf tower.
Yes.
Diba? Sana mas marami pang girls, no?
We want to encourage our female athletes. Saka opportunity nila because very few are joining the national comp.
Ng mga babae. Mabibilang.
Kung mas maka-produce tayo ng female na
mas malaki chances na.
Because konti pa lang kayo sa playing field.
Yes.
Mga lalaki ang dami.
Probably isang rason ayaw umitim.
Oo nga naman.
Sayang, gluta
kasi,
tayo.
alam mo, bibilag ka talaga sa araw.
Pero yung last na event dito, yung 2019, marami akong na-interview ng mga babaeng surfers na ang gaganda ng kutis nila. Kahit dark. Diba? So girls, it's not something to be worried about, diba?
Oo naman.
Diba? Parang mas maganda nga yung lalabas yung natural na kulay, diba? Parang hindi pa magastos.
Diba? Exotic yung kulay.
Yung nga po mga girls of Siargao who are very dark, they have the most number of fans here.
Oo.
Diba? Exotic looking.
At saka kasi iba yung makikita ng babae na nagsisurf. Dahil nga hindi sila marami.
I think yun yung confidence na binibigay ng sport. Imagine. Going out there, paddling with the boys. Diba? You have to compete against them also Kasi pag nagpa-practice, syempre mag-aagawan din kayo malo.
Kasi sa atin, novelty pa talaga yung mga babae, mga surfers.
Based on what I see sa post mo, your whole family is into surfing talaga.
Opo. My wife surfs, my daughter, my son. Yung wife ko nga po, mas madalas na mag-surf kaysa sa akin. Iniinggit na lang ako. Hindi na ako hinihintay, nauuna na.
Lapit lang.
O, kasi busy daw po ako parate.
Ito ang kagandahan din ng ating surf area dahil it is in the city. No?
City proper. Yun yung
13
sinasabi
pesos
nila.
lang ang pamasahe. You can walk kung gusto mo. You can surf after yung walking mo, di ba? Andyan lang yan, no?
Yan po yung campaign natin. We're the only surf spot in the heart of the city. That's why we're the only surf city in the Philippines.
Sa atin talaga yun.
Atin po
Borongan,
talaga.
surf city.
Kaya na po tayo as the surf city of the Philippines.
Nice. Okay, Sir Rupert, thank you again for being with us, and baka may mga sasalamatan ka.
Nako, pinasasalamatan ko po ang lahat ng Borongan. Kasi it's our collective effort. Nakikita naman po sa mga post na everybody's helping out, everybody wants to help out. It's not me, it's the whole community. Yan po, maraming salamat. And I hope na after this competition, whatever vibes, sabi nila parati good vibes, goodwill, awareness, publicity that we generate, we carry over that awareness. We extend it to our daily lives here as Boronganos. Na umpisahan na po natin na tayo mismo mag-promote ng lugar natin. Umpisahan na po natin na isipin na we are responsible for our place. Yung paglilinis po ng Borongan ay hindi po natin naasa lang sa street sweepers. Dapat tayo rin may disiplina. Kasi sinasabi ko nga po sa mga bisita, di ba? Lahat naman ng lugar sa Pilipinas may beach. What will be unique to us? Sa atin, we're driving at the campaign that our Baybay Boulevard has the most number of recreational facilities and the cleanest public beach. And government can't do that alone. Kailangan po yung disiplina, yung di po ba, baguhin na natin. If you see somebody throwing something in the beach, the water, sitahin po natin. Kasi po, hindi po maganda eh. We should have that discipline to help. Kasi hindi mo kailangan ng maraming pera para tumulong. Kailangan mo lang ng change in attitude. Na you're part of the community, you're part of the city. You have to help out in your own way. Promote Borongan in your social media posts. And clean your own backyard and don't throw trash. Yun lang, ganun lang po kasimple.
Hindi ka makakatulong maglinis, edi huwag magdumi.
Yes. Opo.
Intriga question lang, Sir Rupert.
Yes, Sir Manny.
Saan ang pinanggagalingan nito? Anong hugot mo? Why spearhead or initiate this?
Kasi po when I was growing up in Manila, umuwi lang naman po ako pag Christmas. Of course, my friends, schoolmates, workmates, when they ask me, tiga saan ako, I say Borongan, and they tell me, saan ba yan?
Oh, yeah.
Ano meron sa inyo? Na-hurt po yung pride ko eh.
Totoo lang.
Totoo.
So ako, I take it upon myself na because I'm Borongan, I want to make sure na we're proud of something. And we get known for something. That we put our place on the map.
Parang galing ka sa isang lugar na hindi alam ng ibang tao.
Exactly.
Di po ba parang kailangan pa natin paliwanag kung nasaan tayo.
Saan.
So gusto ko po dumating yung time na malapit na po sana yan with all the things that all of us are doing. When you say Borongan, that's the national surfing competition, that's the surf city. That's the international skate park competition, international skateboarding competition. That's the town that has 100 million pesos offering to its citizens to start agriculture. It's the town that has free medicines. It's the city that has a free Volvo rides, buses. It's the city that has the wakeboarding. It's the city that has twin islands. It's the cleanest public beach. Di po ba? Yung sila na mismo magsasawaan po kaya po fan Borongan eh. Magsawa kang sa haka-fan.
So yung bagong hashtag natin, Fun Borongan.
Opo, if everybody can use that, kasi yung collective effort po of using the same hashtag, really raise awareness for the city. Huwag na po natin i-complicate, Fun Borongan. Easy to spell.
Oo.
Ay, dadagdag lang po natin 3 letters. Oh.
FUN.
FUN. Fan Borongan.
Opo.
Rupert, thank you very much.
Salamat
I know
po.
you are a very busy man talaga.
Oo.
Ano,
Ay, marami po akong time pag kayo po. Anytime po yan. Kasi, ayan po, nagpapasalamat po ako parati sa station, sa inyo po. Kasi hindi naman po magiging popular ang Surf City without your help. Kayo po, Sir Manny, Ma'am Eden, yung mga ating mga kasama sa media. Especially po itong stasyon na to.
Kapit-bahay lang natin yan.
Oo.
Kapit-bahay lang natin.
Oh, yung awareness po na binibigay natin para matulungan yung campaign, dahil rin po sa inyo, ang ating media partners.
More than welcome, Sir Rupert. But, it's our pleasure. Basta para sa improvement, development ng Borongan.
Ito lang kasi yung hinihintay natin.
Oo.
Na meron talaga mga tao na spearhead na.
Yes.
Kasi sa city, they have the funds. Ano lang, importante nga merong
Direksyon.
plano. May plano, may direksyon.
Thank you very much, Sir Rupert, and more power. Stay
Salamat
safe.
po, maraming salamat. Thank you.
Tama sa mga balik kami,
And
kataliwan.
until next time, BW Conversation.
Tomorrow, Marjeline Vidal.
Vidal.
will be here.
Margie Vidal will be
here.
with us.
See you
So,
tomorrow. Stay safe, everybody. Happy feast ng Immaculate Conception.
Bye-bye.
VW Conversations. It's about people. It's about issues. It's about us. VW Conversations. Usahang katungod, usahang kinahanglanon. Pag-iristorya ita ang kinahanglan pag-iristorya. VW Conversations.